take a longer time. So if you're talking about Kinabalu itself, definitely everybody know that something happened. So this imagery is before, then definitely we want to see what is after, right? So we will plan something in near future to collect for that latest imagery. It will depend on how safe, how good is the imagery after that incident, because definitely some infrastructure need to be put in place there.
Probably after December, they can come back and check. We are reopening the road to the top of the 1st of December. By far and large, I think there's not much was changed in the road. I think everything that was shown on Google still stays true. Yeah.
Speaking of the route to the top, speaking about the route to the top, how's the work done so far, and what's the experience like for climbers after that? Will it be more challenging than the previous route?
Well, actually, I'm extremely happy with the progress of the work. The good news is that it is professionally done, because we have had some of the best consultations from America, Canada, and Japan, all for free. Yeah. Secondly, what even is more interesting is that the trail is being done exclusively by the mountain guides, the porters, and the villages themselves. After all, they are going to use it. So they should be the best people to construct the route that suit the requirement of not only the climbers, but those who are assisting the climbers. And it is on target to be completed in the first. So there will be 2 routes from Panarlaban to Sayang. But I want to complete the first route first. Yeah. Perhaps this is the best opportune time for me to name the routes. Yeah. But the first route will be Japanese. Okay. Yeah. There will be 2 routes: the Ranau route and the Kota Kinabalu route. The Ranau route is the reason is simply because you have some of the most awesome side. What I call this beautiful side as you use it. You can see the whole of Ranau. And the Kota Kinabalu route is basically put it this way. It will overlook part of Kota Kinabalu, but the reason is because I think I want to pay tribute to Kota Kinabalu. Kota Kinabalu is always, while Kinabalu sits right on the border of the district of Ranau and Kota Kinabalu, but Kota Kinabalu is seldom mentioned as having anything to do with Kinabalu, because all the climbing starts at Ranau. So we would like to dedicate the second route to Kota Kinabalu. So the second route will be called Kota Kinabalu. Yeah? Now, both routes will be definitely more challenging than before. The reason is simple. It's not that we want to avoid, or rather to neglect, or rather to abandon the original route. The simple reason is that some parts of it are simply impossible. You cannot pass through it because it's been destroyed. So we have to find a new route. And it took everyone sometimes to cut through a route which we believe is challenging, slightly longer than before, but it's an experience that everyone would really enjoy. Beautiful. If I ask me 2 words how to describe the new route, especially the Ranau road, I would say we use the word beautifully challenging.
One of the things that the previous people who climbed Kinabalu, or who tracked up Kinabalu, was that it is for almost anyone who are physically fit, without any special skills. Would the new routes require people to have special skills, like, for example, handling ropes or sailing and all that?
Everyone can still climb. Don't worry. It's an even more beautiful sight to see from the top. You're adding value. You will not only be seeing stones, but you'll be seeing great scenery from the top on your way up.
With two routes going up, does that mean that the capacity will be doubled, or will you?
No. In fact, the carrying capacity of the mountain is maintained at 192 per day, and we will maintain that. Any question? Google.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I got one question. To what extent are you all going to cover Sabah? And, will it just be specifically for the touristy locations, or will it be also for the lesser known areas of Sabah?
Okay, as everybody knows that the vision for Google is to map the world. So, the reason that Google invent tracker is just we want to go beyond the road. So, having said that the tracker will go beyond the road, that means we want to map every part of the world as we can. But the limitation is, some of the property is owned by individual, right? So we need to meet them, get the approval before we can go and collect. So that's why.
Sabah public roads.
Yeah.
We already done.
Yeah. So for Sabah public road, we already done and we publish it. So for some area which is need some approval, that's why we work with partner. Like for Kinabalu, of course, most of it is under STB. So that's why we work with STB and we got most of the collection.
What about our conservation areas such as Dan Valley, Mayo Basin, Imbak Canyon, etc.?
Yeah.
Will you guys be going there as well?
So we will not promise that we're going there because there is a lot of other things that we need to evaluate. Yeah, the safety part, But as long as it's accessible by human and we got approval, we will go there.
So will you be having sort of a permanent operations base center here in Sabah?
Yes, we do have our so-called team in Sabah. From the day one that we met the public road until today, the operation is still running. Even though the public road completed for the first round within 3-4 months, but we continue update on some new residential area, some new road.
What's your team like here?
Like I said, we cannot mention the time frame because a lot of other factors.
No, how
So,
many people do you have here?
it's very from.
We don't say that.
Yeah, because it's very because the equipment is mobile. So sometimes it's in KK, sometimes in Kuching, sometimes in KL. So the operator will go together with the equipment. So the team will vary, up and down.